Hey everyone, this is Rob,
And Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast and everything you need to know about old school or RuneScape. All right, so this week up on the docket, we are going to be starting off, as always, with our account progress and any updates we might have for you from us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be rolling into the patch for this week, which of course was a little bit of a spicy one because it did relate to PvP
Oh, okay.
naturally. And so we'll be talking about that, a little bit of LMS changes, and by a little I mean kind of a lot. So we'll take a look at that as well. And there's also some mobile changes as well, which is something I usually wouldn't be interested in, but I've become more of a mobile
I'm on mobile
enjoyer.
right now.
Yeah, become more of a mobile enjoyer as of recent. So we'll take a look at that as well, and then we'll end off as always with a little bit of a Q and A.
Dope. Okay.
Yep. So before we get into any of that, though, Michelle, how's it going?
Going pretty well. I've had like a lot of stuff going. I've been writing in my planner now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, first things first, I got 88 wood cutting now, which is nice.
Nice.
I've been trying to AFK it a lot, like whenever I'm just doing stuff around the apartment. And it's cool because now, I mean, I still can't AFK at Redwoods, but I can now AFK at Redwoods for 2 minutes whenever I boost.
Wow.
With the special attack or whatever.
Wow.
I was literally doing that when I was at 87 as well, so it's nice to have an extra minute.
Yeah.
I have like 200 something redwood logs in my inventory, but like I don't usually do the redwoods. It's only when I'm feeling motivated am I
Yeah.
AFKing.
I don't know why you would do the redwoods. Isn't it less XP per hour doing redwoods?
I don't know. I'm just like doing it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't think it's less than use.
Yeah, I'm not sure at all actually.
But yeah. Other than that, I've been raiding like so much this week. I'm at like 250-ish kills now.
250 KC.
Yeah, something like that.
Dang.
Yeah. And we saw some purples in our group this week. So dating got a arcane, and then 2 kills later got the ancestral robe top.
Easy back to back.
Yeah, easy. I mean, there was one in the middle.
Yeah.
But easy 28 mil split each of us. Super hype.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And then the other day, I think the day after that, I got a dragon hammer crossbow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's a
due to
really
my
good
collection log. Yeah, it was 26 mil for each of us.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I know the ancestral robe top like went up quite a bit. It's 100 mil right now.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. But it's cool. My cash check's up to 70 mil now. It was 80 last night, but I had to buy a bond for myself. And bonds are
Dang.
crazy expensive. They're
Yeah,
like
bonds are
7
like
mil.
7 mil, yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of annoying. But I've been having a lot of fun raiding. And then this Saturday, I'm planning on going with Kitty, bottle of rum Kitty. About
There's many kitties. That's
yeah,
why she
there's multiple
specifies.
kitties, so I gotta specify. With that kitty, and they're gonna walk me through more of like the mechanics that I don't really understand there, so I could
Yeah.
like practice Vespula and stuff because I really want to learn how to do Vespula. Like I know the gist, I haven't been able to do it. I always die.
Oh, okay.
Someone said too, like there's nothing else for me to learn, and I'm like, then how come I can't do it?
Yeah.
I think I can't hit it hard enough.
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like the mechanics aren't that hard. Like I feel like if you've flinched bosses before, it's pretty similar.
I don't know how to not make the grubs burst. Like they
Oh.
literally always burst through.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I mean,
I tried
have you
to-
watched videos on it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have.
Okay.
That's why it's like extra frustrating. I've watched a few videos on it. But that, like whenever I go with other people, I find myself just prioritizing doing the herbs and making sure the grubs don't burst because I'm like so worried about it now. It's like my main concern. I know the whole idea is you don't mess with those at all. I think you do it like once at the beginning and then you just DPS the heck out of Vespula's portal
Yeah.
and you get it before they burst. But it's like we can't hit them hard enough.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably just not doing enough damage, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really frustrating. So hopefully I'm able to do that this weekend and get more practice. So I could I'd really like to practice like challenge modes. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And obviously I want to learn Tob at some point in my life.
Yeah. Eventually.
I've been playing it off because I really enjoy Chambers. I think it's fun. I think that the Olm fight is like my favorite fight in the game now.
Oh, really?
It's really fun. I like it.
That's
I
funny.
think it's cool. It's like it's overwhelming at first, but you kind of just get used to it.
Yeah. It's funny because I feel like I mean I don't really raid, but
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, it like the challenge mode and TOB are more attractive to me
Well, the drops are better.
Well, not even the drops, like just as like actual content, because I dislike the
Random part.
changing part
I
of
like it.
chambers, because like I don't know what to expect. So that's like kind of annoying for me. It's like I don't. Well, it's like you know what you got to bring if you scout and stuff like that
Yeah.
for the most part, but
If you're not scouting.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that part because it makes me like not get tired of stuff as quick.
I don't know. I don't really
Yeah.
get tired of stuff like that, I guess.
I know you're the opposite with bossing. Like you could go and boss all day at like Vorkath. I cannot do that. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
It's just like too boring to me. But yeah, like I my perception of like what bosses I like and don't like at Chambers has changed so much since I started. Like I used to be one of those people who were like, we're not doing any of the V rooms, and now like Vanguards is one of my favorite rooms. So
Yeah.
it's just like I think if it didn't switch up all the time, that wouldn't have happened. Because then I wouldn't appreciate more.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you'll find like stuff that you like and stuff that you dislike, obviously, as you continue playing.
Yeah, exactly. Where if I think I was just doing it all over and over again, I'd probably dislike all of it.
Yeah,
Because even like stuff like Mystics, I find myself at Mystics a lot, and I think that makes me dislike it now.
yeah. Also, I mean, whenever I did Chambers, I was like learning it solo, and
Did you make it to Ulm?
yeah, I did. I made it to Ulm. I never actually did Ulm, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously I did the stuff up to it, and
That was like last year.
yeah, I didn't really. Well, maybe it's because it was solo, but I didn't really like the weird finicky mechanics that you had to like do for mystics, for example. Like you have to like try and block them and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I feel like in TOB it's just like more straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that you don't have to do. Like people will be like, "Let's go and safe spot the Mystic." So it's supposed to be so only one's attacking with mage at a time.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
have to do that. Like you could just
Yeah,
brute force your way through it, and you could like be like strategic and try to line them up in a way that only one will be hitting you, but you don't safe spot them.
yeah,
Because whenever you go to safe spot them, you usually get pretty messed up on the way there.
yeah.
They just
So
smack you the entire time you're running.
yeah, but like with
But I know what you mean.
when you are soloing, like obviously you want to take like as little damage as possible because you could definitely die a lot easier.
Oh yeah, I died so
And
much when I did my couple solos.
yeah, and also I wasn't like I was trying to like do it more efficiently, so I wanted to spend like as little or no time prepping. So I didn't want to like use a bunch of resources on like just random rooms and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Whenever whenever you want to, you'll have to join us for a group raid because it makes soloing after so much easier when you've done it with a group.
Yeah, I'm sure because
Yeah.
obviously you're getting more experience.
Yeah. And you don't have to worry about relying on finding a group because I will do it for you. There's
Yeah,
always people to raid with. I'm on stream with.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it'll probably be once you get to Chambers, I might consider it more, or not Chambers, but Theater of Blood.
You'd rather join
Um,
a Theater of Blood than Chambers, you think?
oh yeah, I definitely would rather do Theater of Blood. Theater of Blood was like doing entry mode is like one of the more like interesting things I've ever done in the
I know
game.
you really liked it. I thought it was cool, but I mean maybe it's just because I don't know the fight. Like Versic confuses me. I know it's probably just how Ulm is, where if I get 100 kills, I'll be like, oh, I get it. But
Yeah,
like I think Ulm is like the most fun fight. I love all the different stuff that you have to do, and it makes me feel like really accomplished whenever I do it well. Actually,
yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I do know the fight. I know Verzik much better than I know Ulm. Ulm just seems like, again, it has like those like weird, convoluted, seemingly like mechanics where you
mm-hmm.
have to like if you're gonna do like a 5-0, then you have to like step every like at every spot on every like a particular tick, or you'll take damage, and like you have to like point his head in a different direction. It's just like really weird.
If you just need to go in a trio.
Yeah.
I think that you trying solo made it seem worse than it
Yeah,
is.
maybe it seems that way because I was solo, and if I did solo TOB, it would also be equally as convoluted and weird.
Yeah,
But yeah, I would never try TOB solo.
yeah,
Mostly not because
exactly.
like, mostly because the only reason people do it is for like clout, and I just don't care. And also, you need to be extremely good, which I also am not. So yeah, I would, that's probably definitely one of the factors.
hmm
But yeah, it
And
just
I wish that you hadn't been trying to learn solo because I feel like it's made you not want to try chambers again. And I'm like, please, you would love chambers.
it just seems like so much more straightforward, which is like I don't know. Like I said, it's like something I'm used to, so it's like more comforting. Like I don't know, if you were to compare like, I don't know, something like Tecton to the bloat, then it's just
Mm-hmm.
like it's like night and day difference. Like bloat is like a really like obvious easy boss, and he's obviously there every time, and then you don't have to like be tick perfect or the boss will reset, which is like such an annoying mechanic.
He doesn't like totally step. I know what you mean. I do tecton incorrectly. I'm told this all the
Yeah.
time.
Or it's like, or you can do Tecton the like efficient way, which is like extremely annoying and tick perfect as well.
Just bring your scythe.
No, yeah, it's like you walk back and forth every like few ticks or something like that instead of walking around him.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Yeah, I know, of course.
You
Not
would
in a
have.
group that's impossible.
I was like, you would have fun with a group. Solo sounds awful. The way you were looking it up is way too efficient.
No, even in a group, it's annoying because you have to run to the very end of Tecton, hit him once, and then run to the other end of Tecton, hit him once, and you have to like do this weird merry-go-round situation.
That's kind of like a bloat, though.
Bloat is not like that at all. You just hide from him, run up, spec him, and like he dies.
You know what you should do when you're in a group with Tecton? This is what I do sometimes. Is run away from everyone else and just always stay where Tecton's not facing and just like basically play everyone else who's running in a circle.
Yeah, that sounds like actually not the way to do it.
It's nice. You don't get hit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you don't get hit, but the boss seems like he'll reset a lot.
Yeah, it's fine. I've like been liking Tecton more. Tecton's one of like my least favorite, and I'm starting to get the hang of it more.
Okay.
So that's good. But yeah, I like bossing. I really want to, or I like raiding at Chambers. I really want to practice challenge modes. Hopefully, I could get to that soon.
Yeah.
Other than that, I did a little bit of Slayer this week, but like nothing crazy. No cool drops or anything. Again, construction going on outside per usual. Get used to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But real life stuff. I got my RuneScape tattoo.
Oh yeah, she did.
I'm really excited about it. It's on our Twitter, Instagram, all the socials and stuff if you want to check it out. But I got the two little penguins with a sheep's wool over them. They're in a little disguise.
Yeah.
It's like semi-traditional looking, which I've never gotten a traditional tattoo before, but I had him like add some like different colors and stuff to make it look less traditional because that's so different for me.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's above my ankle in that area. Hurted, but anywhere hurts. Let's be real. They're just stabbing you with a needle over and over again.
Also, the tattoo itself only took like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
no, thank God.
Yeah.
I was like
not a
making
long
faces
session.
the entire time. And whenever he's like, I think we're done, I was like, are you actually done? Or are you saying that? And you're going to be like, oh, wait, I just noticed something. Because, tattoo artists always do that. If you have tattoos,
Yeah.
that they're always like, I'm done. Let's go in with some shading. And I'm like, why? Why would you tell me you're done?
Yeah.
It was actually done. And I was like, really? That was like insanely fast. So thank God for that because above the ankle is not a fun place.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about it. I love it. I haven't gotten a tattoo in almost a year. So I'm like really hype right now. And even though it hurted so bad, now that's done, I'm like, I want to get my elbow done.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Maybe someday. Oh, we're also still doing the GoPuff sponsorship. If any of you guys are in the US and want to order, twitch.tv/Bunebape, you order snacks and we get $100. Like, basically, you pay $15 and we get $100. So it'd be insane if you did it. Thanks. I've been harassing everyone in my family. It's great.
Yeah. Everyone.
I'm calling everyone every day. My brother-in-law is talking to him about it, and he's like, yeah, you just have to be shameless and just bother everyone and, like, forget your pride. And I'm like, I know. It sucks. I've been calling everyone in my family. I'm going to make Robert do it, too.
I've already done it.
Shoot. Okay, well, we'll talk about this after.
All right.
But yeah, I think that's it for my real life stuff. So yeah, how are you?
Yeah, so this week I actually did kind of a lot, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I was playing a lot of Terraria, so probably not as much as I'd want to.
Oh, I
But
totally forgot to say I was playing La Terraria.
yeah, so yeah, we recently both started playing Terraria because Michelle started playing it on stream, and I've
Shout
played
out
it.
dating for getting it for me.
Yeah, I'd played it at least 100 hours before this already, but yeah, just played it a little bit more. It's a really fun game. I think I didn't realize, I knew it was one of the better selling games, but I didn't realize it was the ninth best selling game of all time ever.
Yeah, it's really popular.
Yeah, it's also extremely cheap, which definitely helps it a lot. It's
Yeah,
I think at this point it's 9 years old,
it's
but
older than that. Someone
um
told me that they've been playing for over 10 years. Or they could have been exaggerating.
I think they're exaggerating. I think
Yeah, I
it's
don't
nine
know.
years old. But either way, it could have been maybe it's 10. I'm not sure, but I recently someone
It's older.
yeah, I recently heard that it was 9 years old. Maybe it was an old video I was watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, it is pretty old. But yeah, so it's a pretty fun game. It's funny because I remember playing it when it like was in the earlier stages of its life, and it's
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, it's completely different now. Like I played it when it first came out. But yeah, it's a really fun game. So if you have a chance and you like any survival type games where you build new gear, anything like Minecraft, and then like fight baddies and stuff like that,
Yeah, you
then
could build buildings and stuff, which is cool.
yeah, you can build buildings, you can mine tunnels, and
Explore a lot of caves, which I really like
yeah,
doing.
explore, get new weapons and stuff like that. So it's a really fun game.
Unfortunately, now we're in hard mode, so it's like harder for me to just wander.
Yeah, it is a little bit harder in hard mode, but it's more fun because there's more items and stuff like that, more bosses,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, overall it's a pretty cool game. It's also cool that the devs have been probably the coolest devs of all time, and they've provided like 7 to 9 years of updates that are really big updates for free. They've never charged
Aw,
for any of them.
I love that.
Yeah, there's no DLC for this game, and they've like steadily improved it to be like 300% larger at least than before.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so definitely a fun game. Yeah, so besides that though, I have actually also been playing RuneScape, kind of a
Hey.
lot because I've also been playing at work and whenever I have free time. Like I said, I'm kind of a mobile enjoyer now because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I really like mobile, but that's just what I have. So, um,
Gotta use what you have.
yeah, exactly. So I've just been playing on my phone here and there whenever I get a chance, and I've mainly been doing rune crafting, surprisingly.
Oh,
Yeah, so I have
the Rift?
no bloods.
Oh,
So I
yeah, okay.
actually, yeah, I guess I got 77
I
since
forgot.
last week. So now I can finally do bloods. I think it's been like months coming that I've said that I can do bloods, but now I actually can. But
Surprise, you're actually 76 still.
yeah, it's funny because I've only been to once I got it, I like almost I didn't leave immediately because I still need to get more of my outfit, but I almost left immediately because it's just so AFK. Doing Bloods and RKS, it's so AFK that it's like really easy to do anytime.
Did you get your full outfit at Rift?
No, I definitely am not even close.
Oh, okay.
I've done over 100 games of the Rift, and I only have half the outfit.
Do you know how many rewards you've gotten though?
No, I have no
Oh,
clue.
okay. I was like, I guess that the game number doesn't really matter for the Rift, you know?
I mean,
Because
yes
it's
and
so
no. I mean,
different.
there is definitely going to be a correlation. If you have 500 games, you probably have the outfit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know how many pearls you've gotten.
Yeah, me neither, obviously. Yeah, I don't know how you would track that, but yeah, I've only got enough for 2 pieces. I still need the hat and I need the chest piece, which I've been putting off because I think the chest piece is the most expensive piece at 400 pearls.
Yeah, I got the chest piece last as well, so you could use the Verox plate body until then.
Yeah, exactly. But it is kind of unfortunate because I've been doing the RKS Bloods, which is, I mean, obviously I'm not getting pearls there. So
Yeah.
it's kind of unfortunate because I only have half the outfit, which I think that gives 20%, but the full outfit gives 60% more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These noises outside are ridiculous. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Yeah, as soon as we started recording, someone started up a literal saw.
But
But
yeah, you can't really do Guardians of the Rift while you're working, just AFK. So
no, because if you leave in the middle, it's like, all right, you either just got 1 point or like 2 points.
or you got logged out and kicked out of the game.
Yeah, so it's and then getting back in, you have to wait again, so it's not very conducive to being like AFK or anything
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not ideal.
Whereas like I was at Arceus and I got like 5,000 bloods for free.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I am enjoying doing Arceus. I do eventually want to try the true blood altar because apparently if you have the agility shortcuts, like if you have access to that, if you have access to the fastest way possible, essentially, it's like more than twice as much gold per hour, which I'm guessing is just
Jeez,
more than twice as much runes per hour,
that's
which is
awesome.
yeah, kind of crazy.
That would recharge my Sanguinesti like crazy.
Yeah, it I mean, it seems crazy. It's like over I was looking at the money making thing on the wiki and it's like over 2 almost 3 million gold per hour just doing bloods,
Mm-hmm.
which is insane because that's I think one of the highest if not the highest for rune crafting. I know wraths have always been really high.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if it is the highest, but it is really high up there at least. So besides that though, I have also been doing a little bit of like everything. Or not everything. Well,
Everything in the game.
everything for me as far as bossing goes. So I did a
Yeah.
little bit of Barrows the other day, and I also did a little bit of the Corrupted Gauntlet, which is nice because I did the Corrupted Gauntlet and I like
I didn't know you went back to Gauntlet.
yeah, I like failed the prep a couple times, and
I mean, it's been a
so
while.
I didn't even like go into the boss fight. I was just like was like, all right, so I am not gonna be able to fight the boss this time, and so
Yep.
the first two times I left, but then it was nice on the third time I actually finished the prep, got to the boss, and actually beat the boss.
Oh, you beat the boss just on your third try?
Yeah,
You haven't been there in several months. That's actually pretty crazy that you're able to do that.
yeah. So like, yeah, once as soon as you like remember how like
Muscle
the
memory.
boss mechanics work, then it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I really don't have that many KC there. I only have like 60 or 70, something like that.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy that you remember because it's been a long time since you went there.
Yeah, it has been quite some time, and that also is like not a short like entire like endeavor. Like I think the whole thing together is like 10 minutes long. So
Yeah.
even if you only have like 70 KC, I guess it kind of is a lot because it just takes a really long
And
time.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I was also not I don't know if impressed, but I was like surprised that I was able to get it so easily.
Yeah, I
And
thought you were going to be like, I had to be there for a few hours before I got a kill. Wasn't
no,
expecting third shot.
no, I did. Yeah, I did it on the third, and I still had food and potions left over.
Really nice.
Yeah, and yeah, so it was pretty good there. I didn't get anything crazy, and then I actually went back to Vorkath as well.
Oh, I know. I woke up this morning, it came out, and I was like, you have Vorkath?
Yeah, I was doing
What is that
Vorkath
blue blob?
a little bit last night and also this morning
I didn't know you were doing it
because
last night.
yeah, for one reason or another, I kind of don't really feel like explaining it, but I wasn't hacked or anything, but I'm doing essentially a rebuild. Like I've relinquished all of my funds on my account. And so I
Yeah.
have
Also, you weren't really money making much before.
no, I wasn't.
So,
I was stuck around 40 or 50 mil for a really long time.
yeah, he didn't get rid of billions. Nobody.
No, yeah. So I got rid of my 50 mil for whatever reason, and now I'm like kind of rebuilding again.
I
Not I
feel
don't
like you like rebuilding.
it's not really that I like rebuilding, it just gives me a reason to do something.
Yeah.
Because like
Because you
in
play more when you need to rebuild.
well in I mean in RuneScape there's like no reason to do anything. Like it's like
That's
you make
true.
your own.
That's why I like the quests and the diaries and
Yeah,
stuff.
you
Yeah.
make your own goals.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like when you like have nothing, then it's really easy to be like, oh, my goal is to have the opposite of nothing.
That's true.
It's just like a really really simple thing.
Yeah.
And so that's essentially where it comes from for me. So I've been doing a little bit of bossing to make some more money, and I'll probably be doing this for a little while. I'll probably be doing Vorkath for a little while until I mean
You're good at forecast.
maybe I'll try Zulrah because I've never done
I was gonna say
Zulrah.
you should do Zulrah. Alfresco could help you. Alfresco's like taught me and multiple other people in the
I
stream.
know how to do Zulrah. I've done the KC for you and me.
Yeah, but I mean, Alfresco
But
teaches like how to do it efficiently.
I know, but it's like I feel like I would learn. I mean, I'm sure they could.
Robert's a little lone wolf.
No, I'm sure they could teach, but I feel like I would learn almost equally as fast if I just sit there and like die repeatedly trying to like do it myself.
Fair.
So, and also the amount of it costs nothing to reclaim your gear besides the teleport to get back there.
Teleport's kind of annoying though.
And yeah, you could just buy 100 of them and then you're good to go for a while.
Fair.
Yeah, but yeah, so I might try Zulrah. You make significantly less money per hour at Zulrah.
But you already have the Vorkath pet, so.
True. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate how much. I mean, it makes sense why they nerfed it so much, but also the boss kills are really fast. I think like the world's fastest is like 28 seconds or something.
Wait,
so-
really? I didn't know it was like that.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly fast.
Oh my
Like
God.
there's like people that like speed run it specifically and do like these crazy strats
That's
with
so
like
cool.
vengeance and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it was like last year that someone got like 28 seconds. It was kind of crazy. They
Oh
hit
my
like
gosh.
max hits on their T-bow like every single time. But besides that, I might try Zulrah just because it seems fun and it's a little bit different. I already have
Yeah,
like 1500 KC at Vorkath, which isn't a crazy amount, but it's definitely more than enough for me to want to try a different boss.
Also, because you already have the pet too, like I feel like it's less exciting.
I already have the pet, but I've never gotten any of the other rare drops.
Oh yeah, you don't have the visage, the jaw, or anything, huh?
I think I might have gotten the dragon visage. It's hard to say because they combine it with the other dragons.
Uh huh.
but I've never gotten the skeletal visage, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've gotten the necklace. I don't think I have, and then I definitely haven't gotten the jar.
That's so
So
strange.
yeah, so the most expensive thing I definitely haven't got, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I think it's a 1 out of 3,000 drop, so I'm not even close.
I mean, so is the bet.
Yeah, so is the pet. But yeah. So I might try a few other bosses, but I'm gonna keep like rebuilding and making money. And I honestly really want to get to a place where I can like start like meleeing Vorkath instead of ranging him.
Yeah, people say that's the way to do it.
I mean, I did it for a little bit when I did have my lance, and it's definitely easier. And I think it's you'll make more money because you're not spending it on like these crazy expensive bolts.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I also just want to have like a max melee set so that if I ever decide to do a boss like other bosses, like I feel like I can't do bandos and stuff like that.
Why?
Just because like I would want to do it in a group and I'd want to do it in like max melee
Mm-hmm.
just because that it would be a lot easier like that.
Bandos is actually really good money.
Yeah, no, which is like I want to do it, but it's like you either have I think it's like max range mage to do it solo, which I don't have either.
Yeah.
And then it's like melee for a group, which I don't really have good melee gear. Like I have like a almost a burnt out whip and then a dragon sim, so it's like
I mean, I'd be
nothing.
down to go to Bandos and I could give you some stuff to wear.
Yeah, I mean maybe,
I could buy tank gear.
but yeah, it's like it's funny because like all the bosses like you need like max or I mean obviously you don't need max anything,
You
but
don't.
like
People do it with nothing.
yeah, but it's also like
Makes it way easier
at that point, why don't I just do Vorkath because I'm making more money per hour at Vorkath at that point?
to mix it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, I'm back into bossing. I guess. Long story short,
Yay!
so I'm doing that. I'm actually also doing, of course, still rune crafting. I'm almost to 78 already.
Nice.
And then yeah. So funny enough, I got a mining level the other day from doing the Arceus
Oh,
mining.
yeah, you're saying that sucks.
Yeah, it's
It makes you realize how
unfortunate.
long you've been there. The mining XP there is abyssal.
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 It's abyssal.
It's abysmal.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know, 10 XP per hit or something, or 15 XP per hit.
And you're like, I don't want to level up here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You know what's also okay money? It's like a mil an hour is a Volcano. And
Oh,
you don't need
really?
any gear for that. Yeah.
I feel like that's like 100 gold an hour. I feel like I never get anything there.
No, it's like a mil.
But yeah, I guess that's it. So
Yeah.
we can go into the actual update for this week, which is like I said, some PvP changes.
Cool.
So I guess a little disclaimer, as always, I haven't done too much LMS and really never done PvP.
We're not
so
PvPers. I've done LMS a couple times for fun, but that was like last year.
yeah. So all you LMS enjoyers, I guess kind of rejoice because there is some changes coming through. So hopefully you'll enjoy them. But Last Man Standing just got a lot more variety with 2 new game modes.
Ooh.
Head to the Heart of Pharax Enclave to try them out. So this is kind of funny because they just pretty much made it even more like the arena.
I was gonna say it seems like they're copying the arena by doing this.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because
Funny.
it was pretty much.
To be fair, I don't remember how it was before.
It's kind of like already the same, anyways. Or no, not. I mean, it was like the same in that you just do max med
Oh, gotcha.
every time. But now they have it so they added the other 2 things exactly like Arena, where you have max med, Zerker, and 1 defense pure builds.
Nice.
So you can select which one is your preference. You're either going to have one of the 3, and then it'll actually choose at random, which is kind of weird.
It chooses the mode for you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you'll put your preference, like I said, max med, Zerker, or 1 defense pure, and then everyone will gather into the waiting room, and then it will like shift what the preference is based on.
So you choose preferences.
Yeah.
But you might not get it.
Yeah. So let's say you choose max med, and you go in there, and everyone else chose max med, or almost everyone else. Then you have a really high chance for the game that you play to be max med.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say you go in there and half people have 1 defense pure selected and half people have max med, then there's going to be a 50-50 chance that it'll be either one.
Okay.
And same thing. So their example here is saying that if you're in the waiting room and players had Zerker as the preferred mode, a few with max med, and only 1 with 1 defense, the game has a chance to pick any of the three, but it has a higher chance of picking Zerker because there's more people with that selected, a
Mm-hmm.
medium chance of max med, and a very low chance of that one defense pure player getting that game mode
That's
selected.
pretty funny. All it takes is one person and they could win.
Yes, exactly. So it is completely random again, and it'll pick between one of those, and it is a weighted system. So now that you have three separate modes to prepare for, you'll want to properly set up your loadouts. And you can do so from the supply chest in the lobby. Make sure you select the particular loadout for each particular game mode because it is going to be different.
Okay.
And also, there is going to be choices for different spell books. So if your loadout includes a rune pouch, you'll also have to select the runes that go into the rune pouch for each game mode. So make sure to do that. But on top of that, if you pick standard, you'll get the surge spells and entangle. Ancient will give you ice, blood, blitz, and barrage. Lunars will give you vengeance and cure me.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can set them up before you head out. And the default you have access to is going to be the ancient spell book.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much not much has changed for a lot of people, but make sure everything is set up correctly so you don't mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you go on a different setup that you're not used to, it might mess you up as well. One last note on the new game modes. Although converting the minigame to accept alternate modes has taken a long time, now that it works and is done, it'll be much easier to add new modes in subsequent updates.
Oh, awesome. So they could add more stuff later. And it
Yeah.
won't be like a months-long waiting game.
Yeah, exactly. So if there's something you've been waiting for that they said that you had to wait, then maybe this is the time now.
Yeah.
Either way, moving on to last man standing improvements. Over the years, we've seen a huge number of player suggestions for items and mechanics in PvP. Many of these are things whose performance in game aren't easy for us to gauge. We've used beta worlds in the past to mix success since it's often difficult to see large numbers of interactions and give players more time to experiment as we iterate on changes. With this in mind, though, we'd like to try and experiment a little more with LMS and give players the opportunity to try out new things and provide us feedback on ways we could keep LMS and perhaps PvP and other places fresh. It could be the case that we build on the game mode's idea above and implement a mode solely for testing these experimental changes on a regular basis. So, kind of like how seasons work in literally every other game. This week, the three protective prayers have been made more effective. So, damage is now reduced to 30%, up from 60%.
Significant.
Yeah, so that is kind of a big deal. So if you got whacked for what should be 100 damage, you'll take 30% damage instead of 60. So they literally doubled the effectiveness. So make sure you have your
Please pray correctly.
Yeah, make sure you have your auto switching prayer bots on so that you take
Stupid.
very little damage. Yeah, this is an experimental change designed to reward players who've taken the time to develop their switching skills. So kind of keep this in mind because I thought this was a really funny contrast between this change where they're rewarding your very fast prayer switches
Yeah.
with an update that we have later. One of the more
Okay.
controversial updates.
I don't know what's happening this week, so I'm excited to hear.
Yeah. Besides that, though, there were just some very minor updates and improvements made to LMS, including changes to the Dark Varrock map. And also, one big one is they made it so loot chests now you have no more, or actually much less of a chance to get the same item again.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that you could even get the same item.
Yeah. So, for instance, whenever you get Dragon Claws, for example, then you have a very low chance to get them again, just so that you're not stacked with like 5 pairs of
I
D
didn't
claws.
realize that happens, that people just get the same stuff over and over. That's really frustrating.
Yeah, exactly. So the loot chests themselves will check what items you already have when deciding on what to give you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a no chance of getting duplicates or if it's very low. They don't
Yeah.
say, but either way,
Should be better.
it should be a lot better. As far as the supply chest, make sure you visit the supply chest before you go off into the arena. And of course, that can be found outside of LMS itself.
Cool.
So time for the massive, I guess, change for a PvP.
Mm-hmm.
And by massive, I mean massively controversial.
Every
So
PvP changes.
yeah, we'll start off with the changes that aren't as controversial, which is going to be the NPC PJ timers. So PJ timers, for anyone that doesn't know, is a player jump timer, which is a PvP term for the soonest someone can start attacking you.
Yeah. Okay.
So they fixed some unintended behaviors with it, and so they made it so this, um, they changed it so that in PvP, if player B is in combat with an NPC, but the NPC but escapes the NPC without killing it, so he's still in combat or they're still in combat, then player A can still not attack player B for about 5 seconds.
So that's like whenever people go and start like punching dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it says that since player B is still in combat with the NPC, likewise, player B cannot attack player A either.
Okay.
However, though, if player B kills the NPC, then obviously they're no longer in combat. Player A can then immediately begin attacking player B, and this behavior is unchanged. And finally, lastly, if the player A is attacking player B, NPCs will wait 12 seconds before attacking player B. And
That's rough if you're running from a clan and you're like, please attack me, please attack me.
No, yeah. At that point, you're just either hopefully going to be able to log out
Or you did.
or you're dead. But yeah, so a lot of that behavior is unchanged. Apparently, there was a bug where that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
It was saying that if a player was hit, they couldn't attack for 12 more seconds or something like that. So this is how it
Jeez.
is supposed to work. They also made some changes to make PVM a little bit easier and just make a little bit more sense. As far as teleport delay changes, so this is by far the, like I said, the most controversial update we've had in quite some time, which is funny because it is one of the smaller paragraphs in this whole thing.
Okay.
So there are teleport delay changes. Also, when I read this, keep in mind that they are rewarding you in LMS for quick switching your prayers. Players attempting to teleport from the Revenant Caves while attacking the NPCs there will now have to wait 1.2 seconds or 2 tick cycles for their teleport spell to begin. No more
Weird.
teleporting to safety as soon as you see a little white dot appearing on your minimap. This change is intended to help tackle players using prohibited software to teleport with seemingly inhuman reflexes.
So cheating.
Yes. Which is kind of funny because 1.2 seconds is a very long time.
It doesn't feel like a long time, but if I saw a white dot running towards me in the wilderness, it would feel like a lifetime.
Yeah, it is
It'd be spam clicking.
an infinitely long amount of time when it comes to PvP.
That'll be interesting to see how that goes.
It is already going bad.
Cool.
Yeah, so originally it was 1.8 seconds or 3 tick cycles, but they thought that was too prohibitive to legitimate players, which nearly 2 seconds is an insanely long time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just thought it was really funny how the difference is they're rewarding Autobot quick switching prayers, but punishing people that
Autobot
are
teleporting.
pressing escape and then clicking the logout button, which takes less than a second for most people with brains.
Fair.
It's not a matter of
I thought they meant like literally for the teleport spells. It's different though, no?
Yeah, exactly. But like if you press for me, my spells are on 5, so pressing 5 and hitting a spell will take easily less than a second.
Yeah.
Especially if it means the difference between me dying and not dying. So
it's weird that they haven't taken one stance on that.
Yeah, and this also affects things like the Royal Seed Pod, which is the main thing people use. So yeah, or at least I'm almost certain it does. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain it does. So yeah, if you're trying to use the Royal Seed Pod to get out of the Rev Caves, like everyone else does, then that will not work for nearly 2 seconds, 1.2 seconds after, while you're in combat. So
good thing I don't hang out there.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. A lot of people have been making some. I mean, this is one of the changes for PvP where I actually understand the outrage because that is kind of insane. 1 second is seemingly a very short amount of time. Like, if you say, like, I was doing something for 1 second, that wouldn't seem like a long time unless it was a player versus player video game where things happen in less than a second all the time. Not just in RuneScape, but in shooter games, everything. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that they added this. I don't know
They'll
why
probably
they added
change
this.
it if there's enough complaints. Make it
Yeah.
lower.
I know that they added this to combat like scripting and or just straight up cheating and stuff like that, but
Hmm.
yeah, this is a very long time. Maybe they should cut it down to 1 tick or something like that because that would seem more reasonable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just because like people, for instance, a really good example is people quick switch 6-way switches in 1 tick all the time.
True. I mean,
Um,
that's literally this game is learning how to switch everything quickly.
yeah, like yeah, I don't know, like that's 6 clicks in less than like in pretty much half a second. So I don't know how like that's cool. Like it's pretty common at things like Zolra or Inferno or PvPing in general to quick switch multiple items and it not be a big deal. But whenever it comes to PvP, you need twice as long in order
Yeah.
to actually teleport
It's
away.
interesting.
Yeah. So I don't think this is a good idea. I mean, I'm up for changes in the wilderness, but this doesn't seem like a good one.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll change it.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, either way, that is the controversial update for the week. There are nearly no more changes, but there is an update on Pole 76 and where Pole 77 is on the way.
Okay.
So, as everyone knows, this week we got the actual cat and piano changes from last week that they put
Aw.
off.
In the clan hall.
Yeah, so now you can go play the piano and talk to the cat in a little bit more depth than previously. Make sure to
Hannibal.
bring your cat speak amulet if you do want to have that conversation.
He's a little cutie.
And so they are coming up on the end of Pole 76. They just need to do the poison dynamite change that we talked about recently for anyone looking to do a low HP account. And also, actually pretty cool, they plan on updating the clan hall.
Oh.
So the clan hall updates include the combat ring and, more importantly, the party chest, which I'm hoping is just a
Drop party,
new and
you think?
improved version of the Faldor party house.
Yes, I hope so.
Because yeah, having a party there is a death sentence.
It really is. My birthday, people just complaining about how it's cheap. And I was like, you weren't even invited.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Besides that, though, after those two things have been finished, then hopefully they'll be moving on to Pole 77. I don't know if it has been, but I feel like it's been over a year or pretty close to a year since 76 happened.
I have no idea. I mean, I know the clan hall came out like last May.
The clan hall came out a millennia ago, but I know the
Was
pole.
that last May, right? Not this
No,
May?
it came out Mays ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but Pole 76 happened a really long time ago, regardless. So it's kind of crazy that it's taken this long. It's taken months and months and months. And there wasn't any really crazy changes in Pole 76. So it'll be nice to move on to Pole 77. Hopefully, there's some better changes to look forward to whenever that does happen.
They're like, they're finally going to start poll 77. We're already voting on poll 206.
I know, right? Besides that, though, nothing really else. Funny enough, they do address like the world crashes and stuff like that. They also did announce the winners for the short story competition for
Oh,
Tomb of a
cool.
Mascot. But funny enough, the quote unquote other changes section of the update are actually kind of important this week, and I think pretty cool.
Oh?
Actually, I think they're really cool because there's some pretty interesting changes you'll see in a second. So they fixed an issue where your pets weren't automatically insured for whatever reason. If they didn't show up in the collection log and you didn't have a bank space holder for them, then they could still get lost.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so make sure to double check your standing with Probita if you do plan on taking your pet out and you don't know if it's insured or not, because it should automatically be insured, but apparently they're having some issues with that.
Yikes.
They should be fixed now, but yeah, if that did happen to you, maybe put in a ticket or something. And the next thing that I think is probably one of the more important changes, at least for me, is with Fosani's Nightmare.
Oh.
So Sister Senga will now reluctantly allow you to fight Fosani's Nightmare without having defeated the Nightmare first. You just have to be a little bit more assertive.
Okay, that could work if you have like an alt account and you just want to do Fasani's. Like
Yeah.
you've already done Nightmare, you already know how to do it. And they're like,
Yeah.
you can't come in here.
I think for a lot of reasons, but also because like Fasani is supposed to be the solo version. It never
Yeah.
made sense to me that you had to do the
Group
group version to
version.
do the solo version. Like the whole reason
It's
you'll do the
very
solo
true.
version, like me, is because you can't or don't want to do the group version.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
yeah, so that'd be nice because I've thought about doing Fasani. Obviously, I don't have the money right now to get the gear for Fasani. You need a lot of gear for that. But yeah, so that's actually really cool. I'm really
Nice.
glad that change happened. So shout out to whoever said that change should happen because it definitely was someone else. But that's going to be about it for the update this week. We can move on.
Big
Big
changes per
changes.
usual.
Yeah, massive changes. Pretty much 2 sentences were the big changes that were the controversial ones for this week.
Can't wait till raids.
Yeah, it's actually literally 1 sentence, but yeah,
That's
it's just
funny.
a really long sentence. Besides that though, we have a little bit of updated UI changes proposed for mobile. Like I said, I am a mobile enjoyer now.
Yes, you are.
Like yourself.
I had to turn it off though because it was actually freezing.
Yeah. So now that I am a mobile enjoyer, I feel like I have some interest in this, which is funny because I do not like this.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, so there is quite a few changes proposed, and we'll take a look at what they look like. If you want to take a look at the actual pictures, I'd recommend heading over to the actual update. I'll have in the description of this YouTube video if you're watching on YouTube as well. But the changes that they made were mostly to the UI, and I think it looks significantly worse.
Oh no.
So they made it so that you can remove the mini map, which does look weird.
I like having a mini map.
Yeah, I do not like it.
I mean, is it optional?
This, I think, removing the mini map is optional.
Okay, good.
But the new setup with the buttons not being on the left unless you hotkey it is not optional.
Great.
So for instance, they are putting a hotkey bar on the left side of the screen so that you can immediately select your prayer or your spells or stuff like that, so that it'll be hopefully easier to access those. But I don't like it.
Wonder if that's like gonna be easier for people who boss though, because we don't boss, to be fair.
I do not do any serious content.
Yeah,
on
but
mobile.
some people do. Like Polly goes and like raids with me at Chambers on mobile.
Yeah, I do not do that. If this is a cool change, if you look at these updated UI graphics and you think these are good and cool changes, let us know because I have no idea on that front. But as far as a casual enjoyer of like rune crafting on mobile, I don't like the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
It won't change the functionality for me, but I just don't like the look of it.
Yeah, I think it looks like clunky almost.
Yeah, it doesn't look really well like finished.
But they did say it's a work in progress. The
Yes,
art's not final.
Of course. But and also I feel like it looks a little too, I don't like how square everything is as well.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's another thing too that we don't know if that's actually how it looks.
Yeah, they could easily change that. But I'm not a fan of the aesthetic in general, and also it kind of feels unnecessary.
Yeah, but again, we
the
don't do
changes.
bossing, so let us know what you guys think.
Well, I mean, especially in the bottom left, they have a thing showing your total XP per hour and XP gained. I feel like that's
Oh.
entirely unnecessary.
I kind of like that, but I think it should be optional.
Yeah, because I mean,
It probably is
you already have
optional.
the XP bar in the top right,
Oh well, it's just like how you have in RuneLight to keep track of your XP per hour.
I guess. But
I
don't-
love seeing that.
I like seeing it, but I don't ever. I feel like the real estate on the screen and mobile is so precious. I wouldn't want even anything for that.
Yeah,
on the
hopefully
screen.
everything's basically optional here.
Yeah, I'd be cool if they like updated it so that whenever you check out your total level and stuff like that, like when you go to the experience tab, it'll show there.
Yeah.
Because at that point you're already doing that, and so it seems appropriate. But just having it on the screen always seems kind of weird. Like I don't always need to know how much experience per hour I'm getting.
That's fair.
But yeah, besides that, not too many updates. Again, if you're interested in that, go check it out. I'm not going to explain pictures to you because that's kind of weird. But yeah, so that's going to be
Kind of weird.
yeah, it's going to be kind of it for the updates this week. Not really much going on, but yeah, hopefully there will be more next week with Tombs of a Mascot coming out in just a couple more weeks.
They're going to be talking about a lot more, I'm sure. The trailer came out. The trailer was pretty interesting.
The trailer did come out, and I thought it was really well done.
I agree.
It's
It was
funny.
like creepy.
It's funny because it was really well done, but then like it looks kind of like a meme whenever it shows like the faces of the bosses, and it's just like these like
Little
low
pixelated
low
guys.
polygon characters.
Yeah. It's funny. But the voice actor they chose, spot on.
Yeah.
Very good job.
And it is also funny because it seems like it was done in HD, but
Yeah. I thought they didn't use HD.
yeah.
But yeah, now moving on to our questions. We have a couple from Wraith this week. The first one is, what are the best ways to make skilling feel less monotonous?
Monotonous.
I know I said it wrong earlier too. I want to say monogamous. What changes should Jagex make to make skilling more enjoyable? So far, the answer looks like more mini games. Before I read the end of that sentence, I was going to say more mini games.
Yeah.
Mini games that aren't awful XP like Volcano.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, people still really like Volcano.
Oh, I love Volcano.
Even though it's all bots.
I was going to say, I don't. Okay, anyway.
I think they said the top 21 out of 25 players are bots.
Damn, really?
Yeah,
okay.
on the leaderboards at least.
Yeah, I love Volcano. I don't consider a skilling minigame at all. You get like no experience. I just consider it a mini boss.
No, yeah, it's a boss that gives you some skilling experience.
Yeah, it's in no way a skilling boss. Yeah. The XP there is ridiculous. It's like 12,000 an hour.
Yeah, like Wintertot's a skilling boss.
Exactly. Wintertot's a skilling boss. Guardians of the Rift is a skilling boss. Tempros is a skilling boss.
I would normally agree, but I feel like Guardians of the Rift is a minigame. It's not really a boss.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, but I just want more like fun mini games that actually give like decent XP, like at least 40,000 an hour plus.
So, well, more than other methods.
Yeah, more than other methods would be nice. Because I mean,
yeah, it doesn't have to be the highest method. Like Wintertot technically isn't the highest method.
Fire making XP rates are so insane compared to other skills.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So yeah, I don't know. Like fishing, like Tempros is cool, but it's also not the highest method.
Yeah, but people still go there because it's more fun.
Yeah, maybe it's because, maybe because it's mining. I don't know, but like, yeah, it seems like Volcano's really bad in that department.
It's so bad. I think I've only leveled up once there, and I have 800 something kills.
Well, it's like 8,000 experience an hour or something like that.
Yeah, the most I ever gotten was 12.
Yeah, it's like it's not
good.
It's not comparable. Like for instance, if you're doing power mining for iron, that's like 45k or 50k.
Yeah.
So it's not even close.
Other than that, I feel like they just have to. I mean, mini games feels like the only way to make it less like the same thing over and over. But they could just add stuff that has higher XP rates, and that would make it feel less bad too.
Yeah, I think this goes along with like some skill reworking that they've been talking about recently, but I feel like they just need to make it so that skills are more meaningful and rewarding. Like they need to have like newer methods, of course, that are not just like really boring or trash. But yeah, they need to be like rewarding. For example, like mining, your two methods for mining to 99 are unlocked at around like a few hours into the game. The different, like you're either doing power mining or you're AFKing at Motherlode Mine,
which is crazy. Power mining is it's like level 20. I feel like less.
Power mining is level 15, I think.
God.
So
that's how I got to like level 70.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to be doing that in, I don't know, maybe you'll go and change scenery at like the mining guild.
Yeah, I like that they added shooting stars because it's about the same XP, but it is a nice change.
Yeah, so I guess you have a few options, but they're all unlocked extremely early. So
add some new late game.
For the next, like 99 hours or whatever it would potentially be, probably longer because it's mining, you're doing the same thing. And also, the worst part is, like I said, it's not rewarding. Like, you're not unlocking new things.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, cool, I'm one step closer to AFKing harder at Amethyst whenever I get to 90-something.
Literally.
So, that's...
Just add more stuff. That's, like, more interesting and unlockable later on.
Yeah, whereas, like, hunting, I feel like, is kind of cool because you actually work towards stuff. Like, it kind of starts off sucky where you're doing, like, you're catching, like, birds and stuff. Or you're doing birdhouse runs.
I still can't even do some of the birdhouses. Like the redwood, I still can't do.
Yeah, so you're working your way up there.
I like that it takes a while to unlock.
You're doing like chinchompas. You're working up to better chinchompas. And then you're getting the herbivore. There's nothing really after herbivore, to be fair. But at least there's stuff to work towards.
I mean, then you'd have the redwood birdhouse still. That's 90.
Yeah. Whereas like, that's the reason that smithing is in a terrible place. Because it's worse than all of them. Because getting to 99 just gets you some level 40 gear.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's going to take them a long time to rework, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's just like one of those weird things where they just need to make things more rewarding in this game in general.
I agree. Next question. How should new best in slot gear be introduced into the game?
Oh.
I feel like the way they're doing it right now with like the new range set with raids and how they introduce next, I kind of like that. Like where they're now making it so you have to incorporate old armor to make it.
Yeah.
I think that makes it cool.
It's cool, but I feel like they can only do that so much.
Yeah, like I don't know how they're gonna do it in the future.
Yeah, like with like Raids 4, it's like, all right, now you gotta turn your Torva gear into the new gear.
Yeah, I don't know how they'll do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's good for now. It's better than other games. But
It's not sustainable in the long run.
I think their head's in the right place that they need to keep old gear being impactful.
Being relevant.
Yeah, because like obviously the T-bow is good, and
Wait, is the Tiwa good?
yeah, the T-bow's good, right? It's like one of the best items in the game, which is like rare for MMOs.
Yeah.
Like that was the first raid that came out. So for that to still be as relevant as it is now is
Pretty cool.
It's definitely commendable, because if you look at like World of Warcraft, then or ESO, like any of those games, it's like their first raid, that gear sucks. Like no one will even think about that gear.
They did a good job on the Chambers loot.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls Online does a pretty good job where like a lot of their high level gear is interchangeable and relatively reasonable to look at as like a upgrade or a side grade.
Yeah.
But yeah, World of Warcraft, there's never been anything like that except for in Classic. So yeah, kind of I hope they continue along that path.
I just don't know how they will.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
I don't know. They just need to have like I guess that one way to do it would just be have like niche situations for it. Because
Yeah.
like T-bow's still the best, but some people still like use Bofa specifically for places, you know?
Yeah.
They introduce Bofa to be best in slot in some situations.
That's another thing I hope they keep up, is that not all the best in slot gear comes from group content. Because if all the stuff comes from raids, that'd be kind of lame.
That's
like
true.
It's nice that Bofa you can get by yourself.
Yeah.
And Bofa's best in slot a lot of places.
I mean, there's some stuff you get Fasani's, no? But you could also get group.
Fasani's does have best in slot smash gear, crush gear. But still not really anyone really uses that. Like technically that's best in slot, but you're using bandos.
Yeah, true.
Which is solo content as well. So that's
bandos
cool
has
too.
also been out for a long time and still like considered really, really good.
Yeah. Well, I guess yeah. Also, let me correct myself. Bandos is not best in slot, but
not best in slot anymore. It is really
the most
good.
common best in slot. We'll say that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that is a good idea. Like Next is the new technical best in slot, and while you can solo it, you will not.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, I think that
maybe just give more stuff that you have options to solo or multiplayer.
Yeah, honestly, I think they'll be doing a good job in general, and they just need to continue to come up with similar new ideas.
Yeah. Keep being creative, RuneScape team.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, after that, we don't have any more questions, but I mentioned this last week. So Matt and Harger actually came up with some little quest ideas that they wanted to share with us that I wanted to read. So the first one I'm going to talk about is The Revenge of Ivan. In this quest, Ivan summons an army to attack East Ardoin. You can choose to side with Ivan or Ardoin. The reward would be King's Armor if you decide to side with Ivan and kill the king. Or you could get a new, more powerful Crystal Ivan Staff, an accompanying spell that he forged upon his return to power with the help of possessed elves if you decide to side with Ardoin and kill Ivan.
Yeah.
I kind of think that would be really fun. I like quests where you choose sides and it has different rewards. There's a couple like that I think are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of sucks when you want both. But
yeah, but I feel like they could just make it like the Prifddinas quest line, where it's like you choose
get
between
it later.
the bow and the shield, but you can just buy either or.
Yeah, it just takes a second.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really fun idea. But it would be there would definitely have to be another quest after. If you killed the king of Ardoin and Ivan was in charge.
Well, the king of Ardoin is like a
corrupted,
renowned
right?
piece of
piece of work.
So yeah, I think that'd be cool. But yeah, I think that's a cool quest in general.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I feel like just naturally that the armor would suck and the staff would be pretty good.
I read this and I was like, I want this staff that's you just made up right now. I want it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'd be cool and it makes sense, and the story's not finished. So
it does. Send it to them. The next one, the Great POH Makeover. Please Falador noblemen by pimping out their houses. Reward new PH rooms, wine cellar, superior chapel, aviary, and greenhouse. I love that. It's actually kind of surprising that we don't have some of those rooms already.
Yeah.
That sounds like something that they would introduce into the game.
It sounds cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not
I was like, you
very
sound hesitant.
well, it sounds cool, but in general, it feels like there's not enough cool rooms in the POH.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In general, right now.
Yeah, like I don't know, I feel like there are cool rooms, like, but I feel like a lot of them have uses, I guess. I don't know, and there's none that are just like kind of useless, so I don't know how they would incorporate this idea.
I'd love to see like an aviary and you could incorporate like birds that you've hunted before. Like maybe you could start being able to catch some birds
Oh, that would be
and
cool
put them in
if
your
they tied
house.
it to Hunter or something like
Yeah.
that. That'd be really
That'd
cool.
be really cool. And
Yeah.
like the greenhouse could be connected to your farming. Like you have your own little low-key farming guild.
Yeah,
That'd be cute. I like that. Also, I would love to see more house styles.
exactly. That's what I was thinking. I feel like it'd be cool to have more aesthetic rooms.
Yeah, because there's not much variety.
Yeah, because as it is now, it's like everyone has the similar setup because that's the best setup.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see like some different things going on.
Yeah, and even if that meant like changing, I wish you could also change like existing rooms, like the layouts and
Hmm.
like the aesthetic of them, because like I said, it's all just everyone has the same rooms. Like they're all the
Yeah.
same. They have
You
the
could
three
literally
things in
Google
them.
best layout for house and just copy everyone else. Like no one really, there's not much creativeness there.
Yeah, like you can change the floor and the walls, but that's like not enough.
Yeah. We need more.
Yeah.
We need more like random rooms just for fun.
Yeah, or like be able to like
The
put
fashionscape of your home.
like change where like the altar is in the room that has the altar and
Yeah,
then
mix
like
it up a little bit.
add some stuff to the floor or something.
Yeah, because as is now, they're like the altar must sit here.
Yeah, it's like all right, the altar's on the left, the other thing's on the right. It's like
Yeah.
everyone knows where everything is.
Yeah, but people would definitely be like making it more like intensive and probably turning it annoying.
Yeah, obviously.
Anyway, and then we're gonna talk about this last one, the haunting of Shiloh Village. There's 3 more, but we've decided to like split it up a little. 3 this week, 3 next week,
Yeah.
because so we could actually talk about them more. So this one says a jungle witch has led people to move uncontrollably and attack their loved ones. You must find the witch and stop the madness. And the reward would be Voodoo Magic Spellbook.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I know. I want another spellbook and related to Karamja. That'd be cool.
Yeah, there's like a lot of ties to like Taiba One Eye and stuff like that.
Yeah. I thought that sounds like a good quest idea too. It also sounds like one of the mini quests that you pay attention to the story and you'd be like, wow, this is sad. This is like actually a pretty depressing story.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of, it's good storytelling, you know?
Yeah, it'd be cool as like a mini quest
You
where
think just a mini quest? I think a regular quest.
yeah, maybe a regular. Well, they can go. I feel like 2 directions. It's a mini
Mhm.
quest that unlocks a like aesthetically interesting or funny spell book, or it's like a big grandmaster quest that unlocks a new spell book that like almost entirely changes the meta to some degree for some places.
I'm kind of liking that idea.
Yeah, of course.
That would obviously be really hard to incorporate, but I
Yeah.
think that'd be dope.
Yeah, because that'd be cool. Like if you're able to like bewitch people with the
How
spell book,
cool.
or yeah, maybe like cast some like crazy voodoo. Maybe you can summon like some voodoo
Summon these like confused people that have spells on them, and they can
Yeah.
attack you like thralls.
or like summon buffing totems or something like that.
That'd be really cool. I
Um,
like that. I like the idea of a new spell book. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. But like I said, it's either going to be game changing for a lot of aspects, or it'll just be like a funny, interesting, random side thing.
Yeah, definitely would want the game changing one.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. I think it was cool whenever they changed the RKS spellbook. So
Yeah, adding all the new stuff and combining spells.
Yeah.
That was dope.
I think it made it one of the most used ones nowadays from being one of the least used ones before.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week. What do you have planned?
I'm going to continue bossing
Nice.
and maybe doing some room crafting, but that's about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna continue also raiding and hopefully learning raiding better. We're thinking about maybe doing a community game Saturday night, like potentially Among Us. So join
Yeah.
our Discord if you want to join that.
Among Us.
I need to figure out what time that
Amogus?
would be. Yeah,
Yeah.
Among Us. If you guys want to watch my stream, I stream 5 days a week at twitch.tv/Bunebape. And just come hang out with me. You could join me on some raids if you want. I don't mind teaching. I'm not doing voice chat on stream anymore because it's way too distracting for me. And I always end up either ignoring chat or voice chat. And I'm trying to be better
or
about
both.
or both. And I'm trying to be better about saying no about it because I'm very much like no, I feel bad. Okay, I'll do it,
Yeah.
So try not to do that. I could teach you off stream, or I could teach you like via chat or like talking on the stream
Yeah.
if you're interested in learning. But yeah, I think I'm mostly just gonna be doing chambers and like doing woodcutting. Hopefully I'll be 90 by next week, but also these last two
Hopefully.
levels are gonna take forever.
Yeah, I mean you're doing it very AFK.
Very,
So.
very AFK. Like I keep getting logged out and I have to be like, time to log back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, you can at Bunebape. Our YouTube is also Bunebape. If you don't listen to podcasts there, that's where we include like all of the notes from this week. Our Twitter is Bunebapeosrs. You can also check on Instagram and Twitter. I posted my tattoo. I'm probably going to put it on Reddit too. I'm very excited about it. I'm like posting it everywhere because I really like it.
Yeah.
It's cute. I'm very excited. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, and you can submit your own questions anywhere that you can talk to us as well.
Yeah, we even have a section in our Discord, which you can join if you want to join our community.
Mhm.
That is just for questions as well.
Yeah, we should reorganize the Discord a little bit better. But the questions part's really low down.
Yeah,
But I've been putting that up. Robert's like, maybe not. But yeah, thank you all for listening. And we'll see you all
very soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Meep.